bloody greenies and those self-righteous environmentalist pricks, feeding this rubbish to the great unwashed.
It certainly seems as though the tide is turning.
I'll tell you something, mate. I reckon we've been got at.
Seems all you have to do these days to get everyone's attention is sing a couple of protest songs. Row a bloody dinghy down the Murray River and you're a national hero.
Few whining bastards dictate what goes on around here because of a little bit of unsubstantiated evidence. The singing egg, the weathermaker, the professional protester, Mr. Green Man Brown, are certainly proving to be a great thorn in this man's side.
Well, the figures and facts, as were so often shown, suggest in a few years the whole Murray is gone. So why not sit back and just roll with the stream? Then we'll speak of this someday as if some kind of dream. Or we could view this as a very clear and present threat. Look at this, a tiny little increase, but a hell of a mess. A slight up in temperature means Melbourne is melting and Sydney is screwed. We lose a little water, start a hell of a feud.
Yeah, but this is all just speculation. This research still needs validation.
Well, how about we raise the stakes that little bit much higher? It would seem if we're to do so, the results would be well dire. If we take the current temperature and add a few degrees, it seems we'd have the Murray darling out of water on its knees. And adding to the pain would be 20% less rain.
Yes, Prime Minister. Sure. August 15. Fine. Goodbye. The dumb little shit's just gone throwing it away by naming August 15 as the next election day.
It's beginning to make me feel a little nervous. This current climate reeks of changing of the guard, and I believe that I may have to be more cautious. One more wrong step may see me thrown out on my arse.
One more wrong step may see him thrown out on his arse.
Have you seen what they're saying in the polls today? The water's all gone and they want me to pay. And this change of climate is making them sore. We need something new here to even the score.
The people aren't happy you're doing enough. They've seen all your cards and they're calling your bluff. While the earth turns black, all the people turn green, and your efforts to change things have hardly been seen.
Well, if it's green they want, it's green they'll bloody well get.
You're red, sir.
We need a change in strategy. I've come up with what I think should be our new policy platform. A totally new plan of measures. And if it's the green path we take, then I think we need to look at things like rainwater tank and solar panelled rebates for every household in the nation.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting one back at Costello after last time. Tax credits for tree planting. You green the country, and we'll green your pocket!
Brilliant. And we could offer rebates on hybrid cars and the use of biofuels.
Not a bad start. But we need something more. We need to really blow them away.
Esteemed members of the press, the Minister will happily answer all your questions, but we ask that, as you always do, behave in an orderly manner. Give the bastards hell.
So now you all know an election's been called. You're probably all wondering what you're going to be sold.
Can the Minister say where the waters have gone?
Why our rivers and dams are as dry as a bone. Why, this heat we're experiencing's well overblown.
Can you tell us, please, sir, where the money's being thrown?
We plan to put desalination plants in every city.
But what about emission?
That stuff's liquid electricity.
We'll up and run the stations using wind and solar power.
Have you really thought out, sir, just how much power that would take? It's quite incomprehensible, that type of power matched with space.
We plan to restrict power just as water has been done.
That's totally impractical. People's lives must still be run.
And to further cut emissions, we're going to now restrict commuting. I think with aims to cut pollution, such a thing will be well suiting.
Now what silly lines you're shooting, and we hate to be refuting.
And we've new and better ways now to increase our water stocks. We've an aim to outlaw swimming pools, turn them all to little lochs.
Now that seems quite obscene for what would hardly up the stream.
Thank you all for coming, but I've now got to go. And I'll see you all real soon for the rest of this great show. We've got this thing in the bag. How about a little pre-victory drink?
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming, but it seems that the news isn't great. For my lack of attention and care for these issues, it would seem I've a rather glum fate. While I thought it important to put money first, I didn't quite realise we'd all die of thirst. I'm all washed up, not a snifter for my cup. And I hoped that it would rain, but seems my prayers were all in vain. Not a mouthful, not a puddle, not a splash. Well, I'm really quite sorry. Can't you see I'm upset? But there wasn't that much I could do. While you found it quite easy to call for my blood, it would seem we were all in the poo. We upsized our industry, grabbed for that pie, but I didn't quite notice that hole in the sky. I'm all washed up. Now the ozone's come unstuck. I ignored all of your pleas about the rising of degrees. Now it's over, for this failure seems I'm doomed. I'm all washed up. I'm all washed up. And while I hoped to get the vote, it seems I went and took the boat up shit creek without a paddle. Now I'm fucked. I'm all washed up.